recording this presentation also. And we're going to get things rocking and rolling in a matter of minutes. So do me a favor, ladies and gentlemen. This is very much an interactive event. Please tell me if you can hear my voice. And let me know, because I don't think I've done it yet. Let me know if you can also see my screen. I think I shared my screen also. Let me know if you can hear my voice and if you can see. I can hear and see. All right. Thank you so much, Sherry. All right. Loud and clear. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Ladies are in the house right now. You know, it's always the women. So we know who rules the castle. It's always the ladies that show up on time, ready to make some phenomenal things happen. So do me a favor, ladies and gentlemen, please do me a favor. Tell me where you're calling from or where you're at right now and presenting as presented here on this phenomenal presentation. Give us a shout out. Give us the state, the country, the location, and how you're feeling this evening. How's the weather? Is it hot, cold? Maybe so. We'd love to hear from you. So we have here, let's see here, who we got in the house this phenomenal evening. Okay, we got River in the background. He's helping me navigate this whole thing. You know me, I am slightly techie challenged and not here. It's chilly in New Jersey. We got Jersey in the house. Hey, Susan, good to see you. Rochester, New York. Oh my God, Sharon, I'm really cold. I know it's snowing up there. We got Tennessee. How's the weather out there? Don't make them jealous, Tennessee. Don't make them jealous. How's the weather out there? Let's see here. It's probably warm, I'm sure. Out here in ATL, we had a really nice, I'm going to say it's around about 65 with a wind chill factor, but it was cool. I was able to wear a jacket today. So it's been absolutely sensational. And so I'm really excited about that. Okay, great. All right, we're going to give people approximately 2 more minutes. So it'll be 8:05, and then I'm going to begin this phenomenal party. And ladies and gentlemen, I want you to be prepared. I want you to really truly get excited, because a lot of what I'm going to share with you today, let's see here, we've got, let me do some check 1 2 3 here. All right, I'm seeing more participants. This is very participatory. 51 in Tennessee. That's considered a heat wave compared to what's going on in New York and all the other places. We got California in the house. We've got, of course, we got Atlanta in the house. We also have, let's see here, a lot of people everywhere else. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, it's participatory. A closed mouth does not get fed. Everybody's got to participate and share, because I know I got a lot more people on here, and I want everybody to do me a favor, give us a shout out. Tell me where you're from, what state. We got Thailand in the house. Wonderful. Yosef, thanks for joining us. I wonder what time it is out there. Oh my goodness. It's Boston. Matter of fact, it may be, and it was Friday. Is it Saturday yet? We also have Rose. Rose, where you from, Rose? What state are you from? Put that information on out there. We got Virginia in the house. Hey, Carla, how you doing? Welcome aboard. We got Massachusetts. Yes, my dad's wife is from Massachusetts, so I'm very familiar with the accent and with the livelihood. I visited there. Burr, cold also. It's Friday, 8:05 a.m. in Thailand. See, you never know how it is all over the world. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to begin now. It is 8:05. I believe in starting on time. And I'm going to tell you why you're here. But before I tell you why you're here, what is this all about? Who are you speaking with? Who are you joining in with as far as this presentation is concerned? So I'm going to just tell you a little bit about myself, because I remember when I was in college, my professor always told me you should always study the histology of the individual that you're studying, you're reading about, because then you understand from the basic foundation of that individual, what they're all about, the information that they're presenting to you. And I think that's really important to be able to do that. And I think that you should do your due diligence also whenever you decide to do any type of business or even personal relationship with an individual. So I'm going to share with you a little bit about myself and what I've done over the years that helped me get to the next level. And I always believe that, documentation beats conversation. More importantly, the fact that it is so important that we truly fully understand, because yes, there is a wonderful rainbow out there of promises and gifts and galore of what a lot of people say, but it's more importantly what they do that counts more than ever. So I'm sure I got everybody at my Facebook page. Many of you have been there. Matter of fact, many of you that are on this webinar this evening, you probably have basically saw my wonderful FB lives, etc. Me talking about how to become a healthy, wealthy, and wise with this phenomenal presentation we're doing today. So let me break it down to you, because as you can see from the top point, my name is Elon Bomani. And in a nutshell, I started out my wealth journey as a homeless mom with just $36 in my checking account. And within 18 months, I became a millionaire. Now, I don't share this story to impress you, but to impress upon you that if I can do it, you can do it too. Now, that my story is a little bit dramatic. I'm not going to say you have to start this journey off homeless by any stretch of the imagination. But the moral of the story is, this is the no excuse zone. I made a way out of no way. And I know if I can get to the next level, without any money, okay, that was very clear, without any financial backing from any millionaire, like Donald Trump. He had his dad that gave him millions of dollars to start his real estate empire. So that's not an excuse that we can make clear. I didn't have family and friends, that good old money or support to even back me up, to get to the next level. Or even on an emotional level. So this is what I'm talking about, that sometimes you have to find it within inside of you in order to get to the next level. So as you can see from my top page here, my timeline here, I've been in the Louise Hay movie, You Can Heal Your Life. I've been on the Talk TV show. I was in the Huffington Post. I was on Fox TV. I did TV shows locally and nationally. I did that. I did the Talk TV show. I think the Talk's on CBS. I did NBC, radio. I did also NBC TV, local and international. I've been in Black Enterprise. I was in the not Louise Hay. I was in BET reality show, Mom, Myself, and I. Was featured in the National Enquirer. So there are no secrets. Once you featured in National Enquirer, you tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I found myself in that and so many other publications. I traveled all over the United States of America, most of the 50 states, teaching and teaching and educating people about finances. Because of the fact that even though I had all these wonderful alphabets behind my name, I was still in elementary school when it came to money. And that's the other key thing. I didn't have any background in real estate investing or these other ventures that I got into. And I'm going to tell you the secret how I was able to do it, even though I had all the odds against me. And a lot of you may be able to relate to that. So I just want to share, that piece of information with you, because as you see all these wonderful, you see a lot of people make these posts and they put all these wonderful icons from various, publications. And there's a program out there that people pay about $1,500 for. I've seen it. And in a nutshell, somewhat not the truth. What I mean by that is they appeared on in these publications via just writing letters and things of that nature, and so they can legally say they've been on it. But no, this is the real deal. I've actually appeared on publications, radio shows, and everything with these type of media outlets, and so that's what I wanted to. That's why I'm showing it to you now, and then I'm going to even back it up with even more proof by showing you this. One of my wonderful people that are going to be on this webinar this evening, she actually sent this to me. She saw me in Jet Magazine, and I appeared in there. And as you can see, if you're looking real closely, how a homeless single mom became a millionaire in 18 months. And that was my previous house that I used to live in. It's a 4,800 square foot beautiful home. And look, there's my baby. That's my littlest one. Actually, my littlest one. That's my oldest one. That's when River was 8 years old. Oh, he looked so cute. And the like. So I had all the trappings of what they call the rich and famous. Yes, I traveled all all over the world, traveled to various countries and things of that nature, as well as I had the, Mercedes Benz and the whole like, once I accomplished my dreams and endeavors. And so I'm going to share with you, how I got to the next level and how you can do the same thing too. Okay. And as I share with you this story, I want you to, fully understand, ladies and gentlemen, that I am very transparent. There are no secrets. A lot of people try to keep secrets, etc. But the more things change, they truly do stay the same. And so that's why I can share this information with you, because not so much because there's a happy ending at the end of the rainbow, because I want to keep it real. Okay, we've been dealt a whole bag of goods with this most recent, I don't want to get political with this whole recent election. Some people don't know to tell the truth from the truth, because so many lies and skepticism is in place. Because of that, nobody trusts anybody anymore. So I'm here to put all my cards on the table so that you and become fully transparent, so you know exactly what my motives are and where I'm coming from and why I want you to get to the next level. So with that in mind, I'm going to start off by saying to you when I developed my first million, and this is why I know I can help you out. I created a proven track record, meaning that I was able to duplicate myself, and I created two other millionaires along the journey. One of them was my ex-husband. And let me get clear. Usually say, oh, well, since he was going along for the ride, you was able to do that. No, he had his own investment real estate portfolio that was valued of over $1 million. His was around about 2 million. Mine was around about 2 million. We had an equity of a net worth of $1 million a piece. And also my other business partner, whom was also a client of mine. I'm a naturopathic doctor by trade. I forgot to mention that. I have my own private practice called Bomani's Village of Holistic Healing. And in a nutshell, she was one of my clients, actually. And just like you on this webinar right now, I sat people around the table, and all my friends, my loved ones, my peers, and relatives and the like. And I told them about my goals and my dreams and what I had planned to do. Now, obviously being a naturopathic doctor, etc., nobody believed me as far as my wealth goals and dreams were concerned. You see, ladies and gentlemen, and this is where my story begins, is the fact that I simply put, I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. That's all I wanted to do. I wanted to be able to raise my son at home because of the fact that I really tried to do it. You know me, I was superwoman. I had my S on my chest. I'm going to go. And like most moms, I'm going to go try to raise my child in my private practice and take care of him and be able to have my cake and eat it too. Unfortunately, by the time my son, River Now, you saw him in the little picture over here, by the time my son was around about, oh my God, getting close to 1 year old, it became, actually, I think it was about 6 months old. It became really challenging, trying to do colonics and try to, run my practice, etc. It became very clear to me that I was not going to be able to do this and raise him under the standards that I would have liked to have done. So, like most moms, I had a very difficult decision to make, whether or not to keep my private practice or whether or not to, become a stay-at-home mom. And for me, it was a no-brainer. I could always have a private practice, but I didn't want to miss, that first walk and the talk and all the experiences that every parent should have the opportunity to have by returning back to my business. So I decided, to live my mom's dream, because that was truly her dream. Unfortunately, she could not do that. She had to raise us as a single mom and to get us to the next level. And she had to work during that time. And I know the pain and the struggles of that, because it was very, very painful for me to have to go through that experience of missing my mom, because she was more at work than she was home taking care of me. Like so many of you parents that had to do that are out here on this call. But in a nutshell, I decided to close shop and decided to stay at home. Unfortunately, I forgot to tell my husband. You think, of course, he's going to be in alignment with that. No, he thought that, mom should work and not stay at home and put the baby probably in a daycare center, etc. And so we had a parting of ways as far as that is concerned. And in a nutshell, like most unfortunate marriages, ours went through a real struggle. It became the War of the Roses. He took his position and I took mine. And in a matter of minutes, he emptied our joint checking account. Ouch! And I was literally financially destitute. So I took action immediately. And unfortunately, I left that type of environment. I'll be honest with you. At the time, I didn't know where I was going, but I do know what Iyanla Van Zant said. When you see crazy coming, you cross the street. So I got out of there really quick because I knew he was trying to sabotage my life. He was trying to break my self-esteem. He was trying to get me to cater to his poverty consciousness. I was having none of it. But in a nutshell, I stepped out on faith, ladies and gentlemen. And so I went to the Placer County's. No, actually, I went to a hotel at the time. Did not know what I was going to do. I just had some credit cards in hand, in tow, with me. And in a nutshell, I called up the Placer County Homeless Center, and I asked them, in a nutshell, if they had a vacancy. And in a nutshell, they told me no, that they didn't. And so while I'm on the phone with this woman, I took a sigh, and she immediately asked me, well, where are you? And I said, listen, I'm on limited funds. I'm on credit cards. I'm at a hotel right now. And so she explained to me, and I had no problems with it. The reality situation is these are women that were being physically abused, beaten, raped, etc. I was being emotionally abused. And we'll talk about that at another time, because sometimes that could be more severe than it could be, and financially abused. That's another conversation. But the bottom line was I was not going to the severity of so many of the women, so I completely understood. But this is how the universe works. This is how God works, whatever it is for you. But as one door closes, another door opens up. So in a nutshell, she said, wait a minute, let me check with my supervisor. And in a matter of minutes, she came back and she said to me, someone had just left and that I could come to the center. Now, see, this is what I'm talking about. When you step out on faith, when you trust. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you an opportunity right now. Whenever you have a test, give yourself an opportunity to have a testimonial. That was a sign for me from God that everything I needed, I would be provided for. So I immediately took action. I went to the center. And while I was there, ladies and gentlemen, I got down on my hands and knees and I prayed and I stayed there until I got the answer as to why I had put myself in that situation. You see, ladies and gentlemen, what most people would do, who put themselves in that situation? Who was responsible for getting Elon in that homeless predicament? Now, this is a participatory presentation right here. So I'm going to go over here and I want somebody to tell me who put Elon in that situation. Tell me right now, everybody. We got some amens in it. Somebody's saying amen. Somebody's liking my story already. Who put Elon in that situation, ladies and gentlemen? Who made Elon homeless? Let's get some responses in here. Turn up the volume. Okay, let's turn it up. Okay, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Is that loud and clear for you, ladies and gentlemen? Can you hear me now? Okay. I want somebody. God put me in that particular wrong answer. Okay. Elon. Okay. Elon did, so how? Hear you well, dear. Okay, good. Exactly right. Me, myself, and I. And see, that what most people do, they're going to point the finger at someone else. And as you're pointing the finger at someone else, 3 fingers, ladies and gentlemen, is pointing back at you. Hallelujah moment, ladies and gentlemen. This is where the power truly begins. Because once you play the victim blame shame game, that leaves you powerless. Once you think the answer to all of your questions is outside of you and that you have no control, you cannot can take control of your destiny. You see, that's one thing that I figured out, okay, that I was definitely in control of my, that's right, me, myself, and I. The devil made me do it. I like you yourself. Exactly right. Sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, let me be very clear about it. You are your own devil. Now, see, I strongly believe that anything negative, the universe, God, whatever you want to call it for yourself, Allah, Jehovah, Buddha, Yahweh, Jesus Christ, whatever you, Ma'at, Yasar, I said, Amen, Ra, whatever you want to call it for yourself. Let me be very, very clear to you, because that's what I did. I called on all the gods and goddesses, you name it, every religion, the Torah, the Quran, the Bhagavad Gita, you name it, the Bible. I called on all of them, and I really do believe they all came to my rescue. And that's how I got to the next level. I'll be very quite honest with you. That's why I do not discriminate against any philosophy or any individual. That's why I'm more spiritual than I'm anything, because I really do believe I got blessed, because so many people of different race, creeds, color, sex, and things of that nature came and truly rescued me in so many situations along my journey. So I'm very, very clear about that. You see, ladies and gentlemen, where you find, the moral of the story is where you find yourself at right now. That is financially, that is physically, that is emotionally, that is mentally, and spiritually. You put yourself there. Now, get excited, because if you can create your hell, then, ladies and gentlemen, hallelujah moment, you can definitely create your heaven. Okay, so I was in the heaven creation business. After that, once I got when I got up, because I was like, okay, God, we got to get this together, because this homeless thing ain't beautiful, and it is not designed for me. Because let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, when I was in that predicament, nobody came to my rescue. Not my ex-husband, not my mom and dad, not anybody came to my rescue. Okay, it was only me and my son. And that's why I'm very, very clear. That's when I became really spiritual, ladies and gentlemen. I am very clear that God ordered my steps. And I'm going to give you an example of that, because I'm going to share with you the number one reason. And this is what's really important. And I want you to write that down, because it's going to be 4 things that I'm going to share with you. The number one factor of why I got myself into that situation, I was financially illiterate. I'm going to be very clear. No. Let me back up. That's number 2. No. The number one reason why I got myself in that predicament was because I did not have a wealth consciousness. That's number 1. You must develop a prosperity, an abundance, a wealth consciousness. Okay. That is numero uno. If you think poor, you will act poor, and you will do poor, and you will experience poor. You got to see, I grew up with a mom that was on welfare. And that's what I truly understood. Now, my mom, now this is really ironic. My mom actually she was my first millionaire mentor. She built a phenomenal cosmetology center, etc., did phenomenally well. And she was my first millionaire mentor. Unfortunately, my mom knew how to spend money instead of investing money. Okay, so I learned the pros and cons. I learned how to become wealthy from her, but I had to learn how to keep the wealth. Okay. So that's the first thing that I had to do. I had to develop a wealth consciousness with a quickness. So in order to do that, one of the things that I started to do, I started to immediately do what is called affirmations. I am a money magnet. Okay. Money looks good on me. So let me ask you another question. Here we go. This is participatory, and this is real important. I really want you to get this. Okay, because I want people to finish these sentences for me. Okay. Let me look into this box right here. Okay, it's not working here. Hold on, let me look into this box. Okay. So I started doing affirmations. Okay. So one of the key things that a lot of people do. So I want everybody to put it in the box right here. I want answer these questions. Okay. Now, a day late and a dollar. How do you end that one? A day late and a dollar. Short. Yeah, right. All right. Robbing Peter to pay. Robbing Peter to pay. That's right, Paul. Money is the root of all. Yourself, you're funny. Pay me. I love you. Money is the root of all evil. Yes. Money burns a hole in my what? Pocket. Exactly right. Do you hear what I'm saying? All the negative connotations attached to money, we've all become programmed with. And so for many of us, we all know the negative aspects of money. But see, I changed the conversation. And I started to say things like, I love money and money loves me. The checks are in the mail. I am rich and I am in abundance. And the other killer thing that I said every single day until the $1 million was in my pocket, I am a dynamic diva millionaire. So that's the first thing that you want to do. Regardless if you join me, I gave you a wonderful, phenomenal nugget. All you want to do is marinate and start saying positive affirmations about money and abundance and prosperity. I have a book called Wealth Chance, not trying to sell it, not to do a cheap, advertisement right now. But I created that book more so for me than for you. And in that book, where it's called Wealth Chance, all I'm doing is chanting every single day when I wake up and I start my day, positive and affirming attributes as far as money is concerned. And I suggest you do the same thing too. That's what I started to do. I started changing my mindset about money and my consciousness about money. And once I did that, then things started to change. The second thing I did, write it down. So the first thing that you want to do is develop what? A wealth consciousness. Okay, so I'm going to go over here and I'm doing this step by step because I really want you to see how truly simple it truly is. Okay, so that's the first thing you want to do is develop a wealth. Oops. I have nails. I'm going to cut these nails because they really are messing up my typing. Number one, you want to develop a wealth consciousness. Number two, now this is the killer. Financial education. Ladies and gentlemen, I had 20 years of education. 20 years. Naturopathic doctor, right? We assume when we get all these alphabets behind our name by osmosis that we're equipped when we get the money how to handle it. No, but ladies and gentlemen, I was still in elementary school with money. Everybody knows how to quote unquote make the money or earn the money or create the money. But we forgot all the other things about investing, okay, and saving the money and compound interest and assets and liabilities and all these other phenomenal terminologies that I became friends with a quickness. And so that's the other key factor is to get the financial education. So I said to myself, this is basic logic and reasoning. So what I decided to do was I majored in Wealth 101. What I did was I went to the library. See, I could afford to do that. Keep in mind, I had $36 on my checking account. I could afford to do that because I could borrow or get a free library card. And I went to the library and I punched in everything. I punched in millionaire and found out what were the top things that millionaires did. And the number one top thing that millionaires did was invest in real estate. 90% of millionaires, I don't want this to be there. 90% of millionaires invested in real estate. Okay. The other thing that millionaires did was they invested in the stock market. Okay. Various investment vehicles. Okay. What they call paper assets, tangible assets, the physical assets like real estate. And then also you can do gold and you can invest in oil and things of that nature. Okay. But that was the number one thing that I saw at the time that they invested in real estate. And I'm like, I can do that. Okay. So the first thing that I did was, let's get back to the story at hand. Stay with me. The first thing I did was I went and I decided to buy a house. Now I'm going to share the story with you. And then after I share this with you, it's a lot long, extensive story, but I want to get down to the nitty gritty of how it truly relates to you and how it works. There's always people, one guy was very skeptical, of course, and he said to me, well, can I start your program with just $36 if you started with $36? I didn't say. I started, the key word was $36. What I said is I only had $36 in my checking account. So I want you to stay with me, because as I share the story, you're going to fully see, how this is all coming together. Okay. Now, so what I decided to, I said, okay, I have to invest in real estate, because see, I didn't want to get caught up in the rat race of the vicious cycle of, renting and things of that nature. So what I immediately did was I stepped out on faith. You see, if God can provide for the birds, bees, flowers, and trees, sure enough, God can provide for you. So I immediately went out and I looked for a home, a house. And when I went and I found the house, okay, and it's a saying that goes, it's better to be prepared for a miracle and have one than have a miracle and not be prepared. So I started preparing for it. I didn't worry about the details. I let God handle the details. I didn't worry about the fact there's only $30 in my checking account. I didn't worry about anything of that nature. I put out in the universe what I wanted, and I expected my order to come back. So I'm going to say it to you another way. All of you have gone to a restaurant, haven't you? When you go to that restaurant and when you place your order at that restaurant, did you ever, after you place that order at the restaurant, I want, for some of my American friends, even though I'm a vegan, you went there. Imagine yourself in a restaurant, okay? You place that order, okay? Let's say you wanted bacon and eggs and toast. You didn't sit there and you didn't question. You didn't go back in and see if they were making it. You didn't go, question. I wonder if they're going to come out with them eggs. And I wonder if they're going to come out sunny side up like I asked for. You immediately sat back. You relaxed. Now, this is you depending on a human being. Keep that in perspective. But you expected. That's the key word. You expected that order to come out the way that you wanted it. And majority of you, when that happened, the order did come out the way that you wanted it, right? Please respond back. Give me yes or no. When you placed the order, you went to restaurant, whatever you ordered, it came back, didn't it? Yes. You didn't question it. Did anybody get nervous? Did they think it wasn't gonna happen? Let me tell you why that meal came out the way that you wanted it to come out, ladies and gentlemen. The key word is you expected it. And that was the key question when I sat down after I developed my millions and things of that nature. And I sat down because I had to tell my story and explain it to explain to people. The key factor that I realized was that I always had great expectations. I never questioned whether or not I was going to get approved for the loan or whether or not I was going to get the house or anything of that nature, because I trusted that there was a higher order in place to make it happen. And I tell you how I got to the point of trusting it. Stay with me, ladies and gentlemen. So I go and I look for the house. While I am looking for the house, I find a house. Oh my goodness. It's classic. It's a 900 square foot. This is California. Keep that in perspective. And I will admit this was during the real estate boom that was going on. Okay. So timing is everything, but the universe will put you in that type of environment when necessary. So in a nutshell, I go looking for the house. I find it. It's a yellow house with a white picket fence around it. Just absolutely classic. 2-bedroom, 1-bath house, the cutest little thing in the world. The problem was, ladies and gentlemen, it had a sold sign on it in front of it. So listen to me. I hear this little voice. I swear to God, like it's God literally saying to me, Elon, this is your house. And of course, like most women, women will question everything. What do you mean, God, this is my house? Hold it. Then I knew enough to know, shut up, Elon. Listen. That's why God gives us 2 ears and 1 mouth. Listen and pay attention. Because my first thought when you're in the normal frame of mind is, Lord, it has a sold sign on it in red. How is this my house? But ladies and gentlemen, on this call, male or female, you get that feeling inside of you when you know it's yours. Okay, everybody tapping it right now. Can I get a yes? Because I know everybody at one point in their life, something that they really wanted, they was able to get and manifest in their life. Can I get that? Okay. Yes. Everybody's coming back with yes. Yes. Everybody's coming back with a yes. You see, so immediately when that feeling came over me and God is telling me that this is my house, even though I had a sold sign on it, the next thing I did, the obvious thing I did, I called the real estate agent. Now keep in mind, I was gifted with the no money down cotton sheets program. You see that infomercial guy on TV at nighttime, him telling you how you can buy a house with no money down. Well, I could do that because I definitely had no money. So I immediately contacted the here was education coming. I got everything in the book, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't have a mentor like you possibly had with me. So in a nutshell, I contacted the real estate agent, and do you know chills came over my body when she said to me, the house just fell out of escrow. You see, ladies and gentlemen, if I hadn't listened to that inner divine voice that was incorporated via my meditation and my prayer of God giving me the answer to my questions, that's when I knew immediately that God had ordered my steps and that I was going to be provided with everything that I needed if I just followed course and took what? Action. That's the key word. Most people fail because they don't take action and they don't believe in themselves and a higher order that's in place. So when she told me the house fell out of escrow, literally, the Carlton Sheets No Money Down program, they had a script. And it had the script in there. I did it verbatim. But of course, I ad-libbed a little bit to make it sound really natural. But in a nutshell, I did exactly what that script told me to do. And basically, I negotiated the deal. This was my first deal. Now, keep in mind, no background in real estate. But see, this is the other thing that's really important that you need to get out of this. You have to be coachable and a good copycat. I just copycatted Carlton Sheets. He was already the real estate millionaire. So if I just did what he did, common sense is I'm going to get his same results. So I did the script, and guess what? The real estate agent responded accordingly. So I said, this is what I'll do. I understand the house just fell out of escrow. The house is worth the house is worth $115,000. That's what he was selling the house for. That's what he's selling the house for, $115,000. So now keep in mind, I needed closing cost. Even though you don't have to put any money down, you still have to pay closing costs for the house, which came to approximately $6,000. So I said to her, I will give him, now keep in mind, he's tasting, that owner is tasting this property, this money. I mean, just fell out escrow, so he's desperate. He wants to get this off his books. Okay, he was a real estate investor himself. And matter of fact, he lived right around the corner from the house he sold to me. So I said, okay, this is what I'll do. The other houses in that area were going for the same price. I said, I'll pay $125,000 for the house if the owner will pay the closing costs for the property. So what they did was they wrote the closing costs into the house. So that's why, and I was able, here we go, here's the next thing that most people lack, why they're not successful. I was able to get 100% finance loan because I had I never forget this because my fingers were crossed at the time. Because before that time, my FICO score was much lower, was at 101. That was my FICO score. So because my FICO score was at 701, not 101, 701, I was able to get 100% finance loan for me to be able to purchase that property. Woo-hoo-hoo! Now, this gets even better. So after I purchased the home, guess what? After I was able to purchase the home, I go to the closing, ladies and gentlemen. I go to the closing. As I'm sitting there at the closing, keep in mind, I am clueless about this whole real estate thing, but I'm smart enough to listen to what Carlton Sheets told me to do. So I go to the closing. As I am at the closing and we go all over the paperwork, the agent proceeds to tell me, and I sign the papers. Keep in mind, I don't have any cash, ladies and gentlemen. Proceeds to slide over a check to me for $657 because the owner had already paid the taxes for the year. So I actually got paid to buy my house, and I paid more for my house than I did. I paid more for a dress at Nordstrom's than I did for my own house that I purchased. Are you seeing the miracles here? Are you seeing the magic? So keep in mind, I had a $657. So what did I did? So you probably say, okay, Lon, that's great and dandy. I had approximately, because I purchased the house at the time that I purchased it, I had approximately 40 days 42, no, actually 60 days before I had to pay the first mortgage, which was $900. So I did some practical things that you could do, ladies and gentlemen. I immediately rented out one of the rooms. Remember I told you my mortgage was $900? I rent out one of the rooms for $450, and she gave me a deposit for what? $450. Boom, I had my first month's rent. Then I opened up my private practice outside of my home. Okay, great tax write-offs, and now I'm starting to do business. Then I had a garage sale, got rid of everything, sold my wedding ring. I didn't need that anymore. for I got $3,000 for that. You do what you have to do. You do what you have to do, and you become very creative, but you got to do it with a positive attitude and mindset. So by the time I accumulated all of that, I already had, before I even had to pay my first month's rent, I already had 3 months rent in place to be able to do that. So that's what I did. I developed a small home-based business. Like I said, I had garage sales. I sold my ring. You do what you have to do. Okay. I had great credit cards too. Okay. And I put that up in the credit scenario. Okay. I did that. And then what I did was, guess what I did? Then I formulated partnerships. And then with those partnerships, they had what? Credit and capital. And then we all put our money in the pot, and then we started to churn. And that's how I was able to, this is a very enough Cliff Notes version, to get to the next level. So the moral of the story is what I'm going to share with you today, ladies and gentlemen, okay, is these 4 steps. Let me rephrase that. 5 steps that I took to help me become a millionaire. And I'm going to implore you to do the same exact thing in order to help you to become a millionaire too. Yosef said, boom, wedding ring gone. You're right. Everything else was so much more valuable in the end. I'm going to keep you as my comedic relief. Yosef, thank you so much. Okay. So is everybody hearing it? Is everybody really fully seeing the big picture of how this all comes about? And and some of the tips and strategies that I'm going to put in here for you to do. Now, during the course of this, I'm going to kind of squeeze this in here, because this is one of the things that people tend to neglect. I don't want to make it number 6, because truly it was, maybe I should make it number 6. Okay, but it's kind of in between. Okay, your health is your wealth. Okay. Now, keep in mind, being a naturopathic doctor, every single one of the individuals that I helped to become a millionaire, they were all vegans too. And they all, now I'm not going to say, hold on, stay with me, guys. You don't have to, I'm losing people right now. All right, somebody checked out. No, I'm kidding. Nobody checked out. No, you don't have to become a vegan in order to join me on this wonderful venture. But the point I really want to make about this is that they lived the most healthiest lifestyle possible, because I promise you, there's a lot of stress. There's a lot of strain in order to be able to do that. I average maybe 4 hours a day of sleep, 4 to 6 hours max a day of sleep. I worked 7 days a week for that whole 18 months. You see, ladies and gentlemen, I was on roller skates. I was moving. The only time I knew that I was a millionaire was by time I sat down with my attorney when he was formulating my LLC, and he informed me of it. The one thing I didn't know is he was putting all our properties inside of this LLC, was that I wasn't poor. I had too many houses to basically confirm that reality, that I would never ever be homeless again. Matter of fact, that I'm so allergic to homelessness that the house that I'm in right now is completely paid off and paid for, because I'm not having that happen ever again. Okay. And I suggest you to do the same thing too. How would you like to be in a completely mortgage-free home? How would you like to have a car that's completely paid for? Well, that's what I'm experiencing, ladies and gentlemen. So, and I want the same thing for you, because that's how you build wealth, and that's how you build riches for yourself. So everything if you listen to everything I just now shared with you, there, even though the magic was in it, because I got 15 more minutes to go, because I want to get down to the nitty gritty. I'm just going to show you one particular platform, okay, that we're going to get into. And I want to get back to this health factor. But everything that I told you, is any of this doable for you? Hit me up. Let me know. Give me a yes. Give me a no. Is any of it? Did I say anything that you cannot do in this whole entire conversation? Good. Certainly with a plan. Yes, a plan and a program. Exactly. Okay. Now, so this is. Oh, Dana. Oh, we gotta talk. Yeah. Oh, what? Well, then you're gonna love what I gotta share with you. So, Dana has a tax business. Okay, everybody. Dana, you're gonna really feel this in no time at all. Boy, I got a plan and program for you. So, in a nutshell, ladies and gentlemen, knowing this, okay, because okay, we're gonna get back to the health, because when I share this with you in a minute, because I'm gonna try to keep it within the hour frame of time of reference, and at 9 o'clock. This is what I sat down and I thought about. You see, I created. Okay, you want to say to me, okay, Lon, that is Ducky. So why do you want to come and help us? It's real simple, ladies and gentlemen. You see, I'm very clear about this. When you've been blessed, you are obligated to bless other people. You are obligated. It's a karmic responsibility. So I knew that in order to give back to the universe, I had to bless somebody else. I had to make sure that I could get them to the next level. Okay. Because money is it's energy. Okay. And that's why I always tell you guys, spread the love by spreading the word, and you spread the wealth. Okay. You help other people become healthy. That is what our natural ability, our natural karmic responsibility to do that. Because don't you feel good when you know that you bless somebody? Doesn't that make you feel, even for me, it makes me feel so much more gratification than me standing on the mountaintop alone. It's strength in numbers. Okay. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you from personal experience, it's plenty of room at the top, because so many people aren't even trying to get there. But you better now. With Donald Trump partner, I didn't spell partner right. Partnership. Okay. With Donald Trump in office, ladies and gentlemen, like I've said to many people, it's going to be the survival of the richest. You heard it right. I'm going to say that again. Survival of the richest. It's going to be between the rich and the poor. And I don't know about you, but let me tell you right now, I've already been on the other side of the coin of poor, and I've already been on the other side of rich, and I'm about to climb my way up back to the top. Because you see, ladies and gentlemen, once I got that divorce, he got half, and now I am starting all over again. In essence, don't get me wrong, I'm in the 6-figure range right now, and I'm heading towards 7. And I'd like to take some people along the road with me if you're interested in joining me again, because I am definitely going to get there to the next level, to the top. And so I'm interested in blessing other people to have the same opportunity that I have had. And so shall you too, if you see the vision and the light to what I am sharing with you. Okay? Between the rich and, let me see what some people are saying here. Okay. How can I open this up, River? I can't see this right here. I want to see the rest of what he was saying. Should be able to just plug it in. Okay, let me go here. Hold on. Oh, no. Okay, I don't know why I can't see everybody. Oh, I see. I got it. Okay, let me see. Yeah, the rich and the richer. Yes, you're absolutely right. It is between the rich and the rich, the haves and the have-nots. Yep, that's it. You know, Oprah got a TV show about it, or Tyler Perry got a TV show about when they here it go. Okay. So with that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, I sat back and I really thought, and let's be quite honest, I want you to think about your situation and circumstances. Out of these 6 things, where are you lacking? Okay. You know, for me, I was lacking in all, well, except for the health one. I had that under wraps. I will admit that one. That was my one saving grace. But in all these areas, I had to fine tune everything, develop a wealth conscience, get a financial education, get my credit together. My credit was pretty good, but after doing real estate investing, it oscillated sometimes between 580 all the way up to 750. I mean, we was really rocking and rolling with that. And small businesses, okay, getting that capital, okay. Where are you lacking in that area? And you can put it in the box. Don't worry, I'm not gonna put your name out there, but I want you to think about it. Where are you lacking in that area? What do you need to help your business take off? You see, so many people, they are lacking in the capital. They're even lacking the credit. They're either lacking in the wealth consciousness. They're lacking in the financial education. They're lacking in the health arena. Okay. So where are you lacking in that area? Where do you find your challenges at? Okay. Cool. 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 Well, before you put that answer down there, I already know that. Okay. And even some of you who are not lacking in any areas, what if I can make it bigger, and what if I can make it better? What if I can help you get that capital that you fully need? So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, okay, I'm a part of 3 particular programs. I basically took a complete trifecta of these programs, and I put them all together. And I synergistically blended them so that we would be able to basically resolve all issues. I put in a wonderful pink for the ladies and blue for the gentleman bow. So that you will be able to basically manifest success and wealth in any area of your life. So in a nutshell, there's one particular program that you're going to be put into, that these people are going to literally, listen to me, ladies and gentlemen, take you by the hand. And this particular company I absolutely adore, because they're doing what I have done for people personally. Because if you read my book, Dynamic Diva Dollars, for women who aren't afraid to become millionaires, I outline everything that I'm sharing with you, what I did then, but this is better. This is 2.0, because I have more education and knowledge. Because the one thing that I did wrong was the fact that I had all that real estate in my personal name. And I know Yosef is laughing at me right now, because I know him. He's a financial genius out there. And he knows, and everybody else knows, you should never have anything in your name. Okay? Because if anything happens, okay, you can always go bankruptcy, or you can always shut down your business. But your own personal credit and the like would not have suffered. And that's why I'm starting. So I know how to do the game a whole lot better. Because with this one company, what is it going to do? Number one, the key thing they focus on is personal credit repair. It's a financial education institution, ladies and gentlemen. They are going to teach you and show you step by step on how to make you personal credit worthy, business credit worthy, and real estate credit worthy. I don't care what your score are. And they have what is called the electronic credit repair system. What that basically means, ladies and gentlemen, they literally can knock off student loans, bankruptcies, defaults, etc., off of your credit report. You see, ladies and gentlemen, this is the key thing I want you to realize. The wealthy people, it's people like Donald Trump and all the famous celebrities. You always see them claim bankruptcy, and the next year later they're in $1 million home and they're starting all over again, and they're back to being millionaire status. You probably say, how the heck were they able to do that? Well, because they have these credit institutions and these attorneys and lawyers and juggernauts that have where they pay an amount of money you pay to play, and they're able to basically pay for this service and get it done. And so in a nutshell, but the beautiful thing about it is the companies that we are with right now is at a very nominal economic level that they'll be able to do that just for you and take you by the hand and show you how to do it. You see, ladies and gentlemen, I have students going through this program right now as we speak, and we're seeing miracles happen. And I'm giving you a demonstration of a couple of things we're doing with some of our students right now. So in a nutshell, they're going to get everything, all your ducks all lined up. And we have already underwriters that are literally they're going to look over everything. They're going to come to you and they're going to tell you exactly what to do in order to bring everything current. And with that in mind, and don't worry if you decide to work with me, okay, that we're going to show you testimonials. We're going to show you documentation, proof in the pudding, because I've always believed in that. That's very paramount of exactly what's going on, okay? Now, the other thing that what we're going to be able to do once that occurs, that will enable us to get you funding for 20,000, for 50,000, for 100,000, up to even $500,000. And we do 5 rounds of that. Now, you may not understand some of this, and that's okay. You'll understand it soon enough in the near future. But the key thing about it is we know exactly how to line up your dots. You cross your T's so we can make it happen and work for you. Because if it can happen, we have people who go to the traditional institution. This woman was stellar, A1 credit, 700. I mean, I have people that are trying to get real estate with the best of scores, 800, and they can't get it done. That's how strict and rigid the banks have become because of the fiasco they created. That's another story. I don't want to get into that. But in a nutshell, the true robbers are the banks, are the institutions, are the Wall Streets and things of that nature. But that's, like I said, that's another conversation. We don't want to belabor that. But the more of the story is these are legal, reputable institutions and companies that are prepared to help you to succeed. To make a very long story short, okay? Then what we're going to do, everybody, it behooves us, once we get everybody to the point of complete creditworthiness, get everybody to the level of being able to basically borrow XYZ amount of funds, let's say 100,000, and everybody's going to put their money in the pot. And then this is where we go out and buy strip malls, real estate apartments, franchises, hotels, yada, yada, yada. And keep in perspective, we formulate that and put them in the LLCs, S Corps, C Corps, etc., based upon the situation and circumstances. I mean, this is truly a formidable strategy and system that we have in place. Okay. So that's the key thing about it. That's the first thing that we're going to do, because so many people would join me. Like right now, people are in my Amazon, FBA program. The key thing about it, everybody's doing absolutely phenomenal. People have gotten up to 10 figures as far as sales and things of that nature concerned. But the problem is they don't have the capital to buy more inventory, so they're able to allow the business to grow into the 6 and 7 figure level. So this is why we enable you to be able to do that, so you can do that plan and program. And so someone said to me, of course, okay, Elon, that's great, but how do I know about the capital? Well, you have me. You see, I've already had success, and I've got students on this call right now. Let me go check and verify, because I may get them to speak so you can hear it from them yourself. Let me see if they're here. Now, I don't see the student here at this time, but in a nutshell, make a long story short, the student this last Christmas holiday season, she invested $5,000, and that we converted that $5,000 into $10,000. Okay, so I'm talking about profit. Okay, she got a $5,000 back plus made $10,000. So I know how to help you get the products to help you to succeed. So that's the least you serve. So that's one business initiative, because most likely usually when people get the money, they don't know what to do with the money. But I've got business vehicles to allow you to be able to do that, as well as investment vehicles. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you that investment vehicle right now as we speak. Okay, I'll give you an example. I'm not going to show you the investment vehicle. What I'm going to do is give you an example of that investment vehicle, okay, and what we're doing with it, okay? So give me a second, ladies and gentlemen. Can I get an amen in here, or hallelujah, or whatever you want to say in your information? Is everybody still here with me? Or is everybody feeling what I'm saying? Does everybody want to see what we can do with $100? Does everybody want to see what we can do with $100 investment vehicle? Let me know. Show me the money. That's what I'm talking about, Karen. Okay, let me show you the money. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, one of my investment vehicles that I'm going to encourage you to do. Now, keep in perspective. A lot of people say, oh, great, Elon, I would love to invest in things, but I don't have the money. But remember, I told you we're going to help get you the capital in order for you to be able to make that investment. But what I do know is, you see, I'm very smart. I do know a lot of you can invest $100. Anybody have a latte today? Anybody who average 100,000, I know you divas out there, y'all get your hair did, and you get your nails done, and you get a manicure and you get a pedicure, and that alone, you spend at least $100 a month on that. Am I correct? Come on, talk to me. Tell the truth and shame the devil. White chocolate mocha. Okay. All right. Let's do this right now. Hold on one second. Let me bring it up here. Okay. Here I go. Right here, for example, one of my vehicles is a Forex investment vehicle. So I'm going to show you an example. I hope everybody can see this. I'm going to try to bring up this a little bit bigger so you can see it, because I know you're not going to believe the numbers, you skeptics out there. So I'm making it a little bit bigger. Okay, I'm sure you can see my screen now. Okay, so I'm gonna probably have my son help me here in a minute because he's better at this than me. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how, for example, this is just an example, but this actually is happening for people as we speak. Okay, so let me be very, very clear about that. And I'm one of those people. So let's say, for example, you invest $100 on, let's say, to the 18th of 16, not too far away from here. And then I'm going to take you in 2017. Like I said, I'm going to show you your bright future. $100. Who has $100 out there right now? Come on, put it in the box. Who has $100? I want to know who has $100. Put it in the box. So you're going to make an investment of $100 in this vehicle. Okay. And it has a weekly earn 10%. Okay. So it's a weekly earn 10%, and you're going to compound it 100%. What that means, ladies and gentlemen, you're just going to basically let that $100 sit in the bank, and you're going to let it compound. Okay. Let me get this right. Hold on. Out of $100. Yeah. Okay. First deposit is $100. Okay. So you're going to let it compound 100%. Okay. So if you let it compound, okay, 100%. Okay. Your first initial deposit is going to be $100. And then what you're going to do is the account balance is going to be $1,100. Okay. So that's with you having it basically that way. Okay. So if we put that in and then we do it for a whole 52 days out of the year. Okay. So in a nutshell, okay, we're going to do it for a whole 52 days out of the year. Okay. So if we do that, okay. Oh, I'm sorry, 52 weeks. I'm sorry, my son just corrected me. Thank you, son. So $100 investment, okay? Rate of return on a weekly basis is 10%, okay? You're going to put that 10% back in there. You're not going to touch it, ladies and gentlemen. Leave it alone. You're not going to touch it, okay? So I want you to stay with me, okay? So now, okay, you want to do this for me, Reverend Niall? Did I do it right? Okay, you go back up. I'm gonna let my son do this. See, ladies and gentlemen, the first thing I want to say to you that you don't have to be a genius as far as arithmetic or math is concerned. If you got a $3 calculator, that's how I made my first million, with a $3 calculator. You don't have to be a math genius. You can do that, and also you can be techie challenged and still get to the next level. Okay, my little son right now, he's going to help me fill in these boxes and get it all calculated. And then he's going to go over to this other little box here, and he's going to calculate the 100%. He's going to bring it all the way down. If we just let that sit in there for 52 weeks, ladies and gentlemen, 100 buckaroos. Okay? Okay, now, if he does that, listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. At the end, on 12/15/17, your payout will be $12,912.99. I'm going to say that again because I know you didn't hear me and I know you don't believe me. And we're going to talk about that in a minute. There are financial vehicles that are out there, ladies and gentlemen, that you know nothing about, but the rich and the wealthy and the famous, they do. You see, ladies and gentlemen, remember I told you in order to prove your net worth, you got to network. And that's what I do. I hang out and I network with people that are of my caliber, and I never lost those networks and connection. And now that I'm ready to get back on top, I just reconnected myself with those individuals, and we're all making money. And all these people, ladies and gentlemen, are millionaires and multi-millionaires that I'm talking about to you, that I talk to on the phone every day. All of these programs that I'm telling you about right now, I have a direct relationship with them. I talk to them on the phone on a frequent basis. Okay, we're eye to eye on this whole thing about helping people achieve success, because I can't get to the top unless I take you along with me. All right, so with that said, literally 10% rate of return on investment, $100 investment at the end, just $100, you'll be making $12,912.99. That's just one. Listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. That's just one of the vehicles that I'm in. Just one of the vehicles that I'm in. Okay. Now I'm going to go back here and I'm going to tell you a story. Okay. I'm going to go back here because I want to see what's going on in this box. Okay. How would you like those apples? Oh, you raise your hand. Okay. Hold on. I'm coming. I'm coming. Hold on. Okay. 110. Okay. Got it. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Okay. So let me put it to you this way, ladies and gentlemen. I had an IRA, a $5,000 IRA that I put into the bank. Okay. And when I put that money into the bank, they gave me less than 1% rate of return on investment on those funds. Okay. So let me ask you, and I'm just going to put a number in here. Okay. I'm just going to put a number in here. Okay. Okay. If I put $5,000 into an IRA, how much money did after having that IRA in there for 3 years, how much money do you think that I got from that IRA? Was it 500 in 3 years? Was it let's see, 1,500 in 3 years? Was it let's see here, 2,000 in 3 years? Which one do you think it was? Can you tell me? You just give me an answer. What do you think I got back from that $5,000 IRA? Okay, somebody said, okay. Okay, what are you doing? Hold on. Okay. Somebody said 500, somebody said 2,000, someone said 1%, 150, someone said 2,000, somebody said 1,200. Woo, woo, woo. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the real answer was 65 bucks. I'm going to say that again. $65 for my IRA that I had in that account. So I went from there, from $5,000, and I just now showed you just investing $100 into a vehicle that you could, and let me say, Yosef, you're right. Okay, I made an error, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on, let me try to make the correction. Hold on, I made an error. Okay, let's go over here. I think it is actually about 5,000. Hold on, let me fix this. Okay, I don't know how to work this particular Excel file. So, okay, so right here we have shouldn't be. Let's see here. If we have 100, how this is automated. compounding account balance. If we start out there, 23rd, it shouldn't be. Should be. Yeah, that's not correct. But this is how it's automated. Okay, I think this is an error here on their part. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to apologize to you. It's a slight error here. Okay, but let me be clear. Let me just show you. Let me show you. And this is the person that put this together. We're gonna find out what happened because these numbers I cannot change. But let me put it to you this way: a peer of mine shared with me. It's, believe it or not, though. Let me go here. Let me go to see. Proof is in the pudding. So I'm gonna go here. Let's see here. It's slightly off. Okay, you won't be mad at me because if I'm correct, the number is you put $100 in, it actually comes out to about $5,000. I'm half off, but I want you to stay with me. If we have $100, let me go here. Let me go here with one of my peers. Let me see here. Because like I said, I'm an open book and I'm real simple as far as explaining that. Okay, let's see here. In a nutshell. Okay. Okay, and his guy simply put, yeah, I know. I don't know. I can't change those numbers inside that calculator, Yosef. I don't know why, but I try to do that. They don't like to do the only in the gray area you can make the changes. Oh, he's so sweet. Oh, he's so nice. He did it for me. Yosef, that's weird. God has sent me to him. I know God has sent you to me. Oh, he's so sweet. He calculated for me. Oh, I just love him. Okay, thank you. See, God always sends you your angels when you need them. Okay, what? Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, Yosef, okay. So what would be, okay, you saying, where's the profit at? Okay, this is 218. So what would be the profit after next year this time? Let's see here. So the profit will be 17. 217 will be $1,291.30. Is that it? Let me make sure. Let me look in the box. Eek! You said eek. Payout supposed to be $10 account balance? Okay, I'm confused, Joseph. Hold on. Wait, let me see if I can get you to talk. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me get this down. Wait, be patient, ladies and gentlemen. We want to get these numbers right for you. Let's see here. Okay, no, let me get the microphone. Okay, can you hear me, Yosef?
I hear you.
Okay, great. So what were you saying?
The first month payout is $10.
Okay.
So bringing the balance, the first week payout is $10, bringing the balance to 110.
Mm-hmm. And so after 52 weeks, what would the payout be? Is it the 1,290?
Let me cruise down my spreadsheet here. It looks like what I just sent you also is not so nice. Can we revisit this?
Yep, that's fine. That's fine. No problem at all. But let me share.
Why don't you continue on the webinar and I will crunch the numbers and give
Okay.
you something good.
Okay. No problem. How do I mute him? There we go. Okay, cool. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let me share this with you. Hold on. Okay. So in a nutshell, I have someone that's in the account right now who went in with 1K, and when he did his numbers and he showed them to me right here, if you can see this at the bottom, he showed me his numbers, his final numbers. Oh, he went in, I'm sorry, with $150. And at the year's end, he made $5,922.39. Okay? Because that's the power of compound interest. I knew it was around about $6,000, so it's half of the numbers that I shared with you previously. Okay? So we're talking about literally $5,000 with $150 starting out investment. He was at $5,920.39. Okay. 1K. Let me rephrase that. He had a 1K investment. Okay. And then he started to accumulate that particular number. Okay. So the moral of the story is, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I want you to fully get. You have vehicles that are out here right now threatening to give you 10% over years basis. And I'm involved with vehicles that are literally going to give you 10% on a weekly basis. Okay, but let me tell you about another vehicle. Okay. And this I just now literally did for someone today. So, and like that, I'm looking for the person, see if they're on this particular call. And boy, did they get excited. I'm going to share this last one with you. And then we're going to see who's going to be coming in on board, okay? Because there's some details. I'll be quite straight up front with you, what you're going to have to do to get involved. Because it's all about not only the education, but the information, but getting with the right source to make it happen for you. Okay, give me 1 second here. Trying to see if he's on board because I want you to hear it, for lack of a better term, from the horse's mouth. Okay. He is not here. Okay. But to make a very long story short, one of my other investment vehicles, he is basically, in a nutshell, he's putting in approximately, remember that IRA I told you about, $5,000 that I put in? He's putting in $5,000 in a 2-week span of time. So he's going to do $500 a day in a 2-week span of time, which would give him $5,000. When he does that, and that's going to compound higher than this, but for the sake of math, we're going to try to make it real elementary and real simple for you. Because he's going to get a rate of return on investment of 10%. Oh, yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. I'm talking about you. I don't want to put your name out there. So yes, I am talking about you. Are you on the are you on the on the weapon? I don't see you. Where are you at? I don't see you. Okay. Okay, I don't see you. Yeah. Okay. 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 All right. Your alias. Okay. All right. Wonderful. Okay. So with that in mind, I do have somebody on the call. Okay. So in a nutshell, I'm gonna unmute him. So I want you to hear it from him. Okay. Oh, okay. That's fine. But you can talk. That's good. Let me see if we can get you to talk. Let me see if we can get you to talk. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Dana? Can you hear me? Okay, he's on the phone. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see if I can. He's actually on the phone, and I want to see if I can get his audio here. Let me see if I can get him on here. Give me a phone, computer audio. I think I need that aspect of it. I can't touch that. Let me see if I can get him here. Okay, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Sinclair? Can you talk? Say something, Sinclair. Can you talk? No? Okay. All right. Sinclair cannot talk. Let's see. I was trying to see if I could get him here. Okay. Hold on. I'm trying, ladies and gentlemen. No. Okay. I can't get it. I wanted you to hear personally from him. But um, in a nutshell, what we did, we set up in one of our other vehicles. He basically is making this type of investment. And in a nutshell, in exactly 30 days for that $5,000 investment, he's going to get back $3,000. Now, I'll be honest with you, because of the compounding factors, actually more than that. Okay, but we're being conservative for the sake of math, because he's basically going to get 2% every day, 10% on that, and there's going to be some compounding going on. that, as you can see, we're even having right now configured out the compounding, because it's really complicated when you do compound interest. It's going to actually be a whole lot more than that. Okay. So if you can fully understand, I told you what I got in 3 years of $65. Those are the vehicles that they're selling you and I on Wall Street and at these banks and things and these other financial institutions. But I'm involved with a vehicle that's going to give you much higher rate of return on investment of 10% and a whole lot more. Okay, because if you fully understand this, we're talking about rate of return of investments of in the thousandth percentile, and you don't never normally hear that. But this is what you get. You probably say you've never heard about these vehicles. You best believe it, because unfortunately, you know why? They don't give them to the little guy. But we have a system in place where there are a lot of people that care about the little guy, and they want the little guy to grow into being a big guy. And so now you have the opportunity to be in these type of vehicles. Okay, so if you fully want the greater details, and with that in mind, the other vehicle that I want, a lot of you right now, we've had a lot of health challenges that are out there. Part of this other key trifecta is that we're going to get you healthy too simultaneously. And believe it or not, this company, listen to me, ladies and gentlemen, this company is going to actually help you to become and pay you to become healthy and to lose weight. It's got a phenomenal detox program, immunity builder program, as well as a metabolism, a fat buster program for you. And I'm pretty much, like I said, I'm working directly with the company. Even the formalizations that are available to you, we're sitting there negotiating, working with them about to make it even better. Because I know how to get people to lose weight. People used to come to my private practice and they used to work with me. And in 20 days, 21 days, just working with me in my system, you lose 21 pounds. And this company will literally pay you up to 50 pounds if you lose. Depending on some of you. Some of you don't have to lose 50 pounds. But they want to pay $500 Aruras. But for me, it's about the mind, the body, and spirit. Ladies and gentlemen, what's the sense of becoming healthy if you're not here to enjoy it and appreciate it? And wouldn't you want to enjoy it and appreciate it in the best of standards? So this is what I want to share with you, and I'm gonna get the details, because I'm gonna answer some questions after I get the details. There are a lot of programs, so what I'm sharing with you, that you're going to be working with me. Even if somebody else has brought you to the table, you still are going to be working directly with me and helping you become more healthy, wealthy, and wise. And also, like I said, we have a tax expert here. We're going to even deal with taxes. We're going to also show you how to save money. We're going to be dealing with not only Forex trading, we're going to deal with futures trading. We're going to be even dealing with gold in the future. We're going to deal with tax liens. Tax liens have to do with not only as an investment vehicle, but possibly getting a mortgage-free home. I have a friend of mine who purchased a house for $13,000 yesterday on a tax lien that's valued at $500,000. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't play, ladies and gentlemen, to make a very long story short. And so many of you don't have a background experience, but you got me, who has a background experience in these areas, and I will guide you every single step of the way to maximize your profit and your potential for being massively wealthy and successful and getting to the next level. Okay? But like anything, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get down to nitty gritty, and I'm sure everybody know, okay, Elon, how much of an investment is this going to cost me? Everybody got that question? Does everybody have that question? Yes, he is still phenomenal. Is absolutely right. Does anybody have that question? Oh, also in buying gold, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to buy gold and all these other type of investments. I'm not doing. I do appreciate what you're doing, but it throws me off my concentration. Let's hear the package. Okay. In a nutshell, ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, and it's not so much a package. You're not going to actually give the money directly to me, but I'm going to preface the conversation by putting it to you this way first. I got to share this with you because this is what I really want you to fully get. You see, my sons are not going to go to college, okay? Because one of the main reasons why, and let me get this very clear. Let me say this very clear to you. I have 20 years of education, and obviously college was very much up there in there. So I've been there, done that, wore that t-shirt. The problem is it's flawed now. Okay. It's just an institution to make money off of individuals that have them absolutely qualified and unqualified for positions that are available in the 21st and 22nd century, ladies and gentlemen. So my thing is that a lot of you have gone to college. A lot of you have got these wonderful degrees behind your belt. But now today, an average college student is going to pay at least $100,000 plus. They're going to make that commitment over a 4-year period of time, money, energy, and stress to get that degree. And when you graduate, you're not even guaranteed a job. And then most of you are going to buy student loans until you're actually going to pay even more money for that $100,000 investment. And guess what? You bought into that. And that's what so many of you are doing now. Now, I've got peers in my industry that are charging $25,000 for this type of information and education a month that I'm sharing with you. This is what they school their people on. The people go out there and buy their real estate, yada, 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 yada. That's not me. Why? Simply put, like I said, I started out with $36 in my checking account. I'm trying to make it doable, and I'm trying to make it realistic for you to be able to accomplish these dreams and goals. Okay. The beautiful thing about it is that everything that I'm telling you to do, even this money that you're going to quote unquote give to me, you really not are going to give to me. Like I said, I have students on this call. I think I have one student on this call right now, but you're not even going to give this to me. You're going to actually take this funds, because this is what's going to totally cost you to start investing into these particular vehicles that we're particularly talking about. Okay. Now, what I get out of it, I just get a percentage. That's all. I just get a percentage. Okay. And like I said, we all get to the top together. So in a nutshell, all I want you to do to participate, pay $100K in 4 years. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah, pay $100K in 4 years in debt and barely land a $25K year job. That was me. That you're absolutely right. I never forget when I got out of college, because my optimism is, hey, at the time, I graduated maybe 30 years ago, and the reality of the situation is maybe 25 years ago. No, about 28, 28 years ago, and I remember graduating from college, 40K in debt, etc. And I remember landing my first job. And my theory was real simple. I was going to start up with 25K for sure then. And then in about 3 or 4 years, I'll be up to 100K, and the more the merrier. But I got a hint when I saw my ex-husband, who was a college professor, ladies and gentlemen. And he was in that business for 30-something years, and he's bringing home $75,000 a year. I said, uh-oh, we got a problem. We have got a problem. I was like, oh my God, I'm watching people in this industry for so long, and that's what they're making a year. Well, they're giving us a bag of goods, you ladies and gentlemen. That's not true. So that's why I know these numbers are unrealistic to you. You can't see the vision of it because it just seemed preposterous. Okay. Now, these other people that I'm telling you about that charge $25,000 a year for this type of information, I mean, not a year, a month for this type of information, make a long story short, it's really worth it, because what they do is they set these other people up at $100,000 type of vehicles and things of that nature. So that $25,000 investment each and every month, accumulates into 100, 200, 300,000, if not in the millions of dollars. So it's really worth it. So what I'm going to share with you today is real simple. Okay. But please don't take this fee and trivialize it. But we're literally talking about an investment. Okay. Of $500 a month for the next 6 months. And you have to ask yourself, can you do that? That's it. And to be honest with you, if you cannot do that, then you really need to do it. What I mean by that is, if you cannot, a good one of the people that were going to be in this webinar, he told me, unfortunately, he couldn't be on this webinar because he had to be at his part-time job at the same time. And if you have a full-time job and really need to have a part-time job to still make ends meet, that really symbolizes you really need to be in these type of vehicles to make things happen for yourself. Okay. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, tax time is coming around. A lot of you are going to go and you're going to get your refund, and it's going to be in the thousands of dollars. And I hope, imagine taking that refund and investing into these type of vehicles and doubling it within the next 8 weeks. Imagine just taking that $1,000, and in 8 weeks you got another $1,000 available to you. Just for lack of a better term, just to make it real simple. And I told you investment vehicles for $5,000 that I couldn't get. You get over $100 in 3 years. Okay. But this is what we're really talking about, ladies and gentlemen. So I want you to sit back and think about it. Okay, that's the reality of the situation is $500 investment a month. I know somebody said, "That's it? You kidding?" Yes. Yep, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. And like I said, this is just for you to invest into these vehicles, and they are going to do the rest for you. Yes. So with that said, I'm gonna answer questions for you. The reason why I'm not divulging the vehicles, it's just real simple. And also for you to participate, you must participate in each and every single one of the vehicles in order for it to really come full circle. Because what I'm going to literally do, I'm calling the first 12 right now. I think I already have 7 filled. I only have 5 left. My 12 disciples. That's what I'm telling it. Those 12 people, I'm going to be working truly directly with you. And then I'm going to build the team around you and filter those individuals underneath you. Okay. But time is ticking, and that decision must be made today. It's the bottom line, because time is money, money is time. And I must move on to continue to build and do what I need to do. Okay. So I have 5 slots available for, the 12 disciples. All you have to do is make that commitment of $500 a month for the next 6 months, and we will get the ball game rolling for you in this particular entity, and we'll all watch some miracles happen. So I mentioned to you a couple of things. Let me scroll down here, because I had somebody on here. Let's see if she's still here. Okay. Oh, attendees. Okay, it shows me everybody that's on board right now. Okay, so I'm here to answer any questions. Anybody got any questions that they would like to ask? You're welcome to do so. The reality situation is just 6 months. Rose, what's going to happen is that with the way this, what I'm asking people to do is make the commitment of the $500 a month. But if things go according to plan, and I promise you they will, because they're going to go according to plan right now, that it is you making that 6 months commitment. But if we have that compounding, and if we have the system going into place the way that we have it going into place, then it will be factored into your profit. And you really, my goal is, and I always put the worst case scenario out there. I'm a plan A, B, and C person and an exit plan. That's my motto, whatever I do. I always give you the worst case scenario. Like when I gave Dana that worst case scenario that she'll make in 30 days, $33,000. It's actually going to be probably more than that. That's going to be about $5,000, and you just love me. But still, the fact that you just investing $5,000 and getting back $3,000 in 30 days, that's unheard of. You can't get it in any other so-called legal, and this is completely legal, ladies and gentlemen. Let me be very, very clear. Let me let everybody know all of this is legal, not under the table, completely doable type of investment vehicles we're talking about. Let me make that clear first and foremost, okay? It's nothing shady going on, even though I will admit these legal institutions out there are doing a lot of illegal activity, and they got away with it. Need I say any more about those big banks? A lot of people should have went to jail, but that's, like I said, another story in the conversation. So, is there a payment plan? The only payment plan is the $500 per month. It can't get any easier than that. Okay. So, and the reality is, what it's going to do is going to set up everything into that vehicle. Because if you say 500 times 6, that's $3,000. That is the payment plan. Okay. Okay. Does this include the 6 steps you talk about? Yes, 6 steps and a whole lot more. For the sake of argument, I want to be on this call with you guys till Tuesday. A whole lot more. I haven't even discussed all of what you guys are going to get. I can't. And more importantly, you're going to get me. I charge and I'm being nice here, ladies and gentlemen, because like I said, I was once homeless, so I know what it's like. Okay, I charge only $5,000 a month to work with me one-on-one, and you get to only talk to me for an hour. Let's see here, 4 times out of the month. Okay, that's my normal fee. okay, to work directly with me. Okay. So I know I'm giving you guys a deal. I can't get any better than that. I just need for you guys to fully understand that and see that and make it happen. To make a very long story short. Okay. When do we begin? It's real simple. What I want you to do, everybody wants to know the next step. It's real simple. All you need to do is I want you to email me. Okay, I'm going to put it in a box. Let me see. Can I put it in this box? And then if I've answered all, I'm going to look and answer more questions. I'm done for the day. Okay. Is this the right place to put it at? Let me see. Oh no, I can't do it here. Let me try here. Okay, let me try if I can do this here. Okay, let me see. Okay. Email me at einnovations, INT for international, at gmail.com. Einnovations, INT at gmail.com. And just simply put, yes, okay, Elon, I'm ready. Ready. And what's going to happen is you're going to get an email time of, it's either going to be Friday or Saturday, because I'm going to get everybody in. I'm going to be talking, you're going to talk one-on-one with me. And we're literally going to get you in the loop. Now, we have some celebrities that are on board. Unfortunately, because of my techie challenge, I hope he may be on the call. I don't know. But in a nutshell, we have, I don't know if anybody know Paul Mooney. Anybody know Paul Mooney out there? Paul Mooney. Paul Mooney, the famous comedian. Anybody know Paul Mooney? Do, 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 do. Anybody know Paul Mooney out there? Okay, cool. Well, we have his sons, Daryl and Dwayne Mooney, who are involved in everything that I've just now shared with you. They are on board with this. And also we have the great Dick Gregory. Now, anybody out there know Dick Gregory, the famous comedian, civil rights activist, and also remember Dick Gregory had the Bohemian Diet. And he was the one that helped people that had were morbidly obese. They were like 400 plus pounds. Remember, they had to helicopter people out of their apartment complexes back when what's his name? Not Dave Letterman. What's his name? The one that was competing against Oprah. What was his name? Phil Donahue. The Phil Donahue show where people were making 1,000 pounds, 800 pounds, 900 pounds, 700 pounds, and he helped all those people lose weight. Well, Dick Gregory is on board with this whole thing. Who doesn't know him? I know you're right about that. Well, he's on board, okay? He is part of the health component. And matter of fact, Dick Gregory appeared at one of my raw food symposiums that I had. He's a vegan too, ladies and gentlemen. He appeared at my raw food symposium that we had back 16 years ago in California with David Wolf and a lot of other famous people in that health arena. So we're really rocking and rolling. There's a lot of people that you know about that are legit and that are doing some phenomenal things. And we're really happy if you decide to come on board. We're going to make you healthy and wealthy. And do me a favor, when you email me, just email me your name, obviously, and your number. And that's it. Name and number. And we will be, and we'll email you back a day and time. We'll either Skype it or we'll Facebook it or whatever. And we'll get you literally started. And the reason why I mentioned these other gentlemen's names, because you will be talking to them also. They're going to segue in. They're going to get everything all lined up. And I can't wait. What I'm excited about, ladies and gentlemen, imagine, how people take those great pictures where they show before and after as far as weight loss is concerned. How about, having, I like it where our pictures are going to show a thin body and a fat bank account. Over the top, you lost 20 pounds and he's making, $2,000 a month in his bank account. That's what we're talking about. Now that is a picture that I'm sure everybody wants to participate, and it's going to be no problem for you to help bring other people on board because, I'm really funny, but my money ain't funny, Keith. And that's we're going to have a good time, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I strongly believe. Because don't get it twisted. People, so many people think that wealthy people are mean and the negative. Trump, sad to say, is giving wealth and prosperity and billionaires a bad name. But there really truly are some great billionaires. I love Warren Buffett. I love what's that George, that other billionaire. I love him. What is his name? George. Somebody help me. Somebody know the other billionaires. And Carlos Slim and George. He's German. Help me. Yosef, I know you know his name. Okay. All right. Well, anyway, there are plenty of good billionaires and millionaires and multi-millionaires. Oprah, she's so nice. Okay, they're like Soros. Thank you, Susan. Yes, exactly. I love him. So there's some good people out there doing some good work. Why don't you be one of them too? I know I am. So, in a nutshell, ladies and gentlemen, any more questions? Let me see if I answered everybody's question. Let me see. Do we sign a contract? Oh, yeah, you're going to sign a contract with those companies. I mean, you don't have to. It's nothing. Nobody's beholden to anything. But when they do they're going to help you get your credit and all that kind of stuff. And to be honest with you, the other ones, basic. It's nothing. It's nothing like major. Like you have to stick with it. They have the typical, procedures and processes. Okay, what happens after 6 months? Well, let's put it to you this way. 90 days, when you see the miracles happen, it depends on you, Rose. And what I mean by that is, like I said, we're going to put it in vehicles. We're going to, like I said, miracles should happen like in the first 90 days. We're talking about 3 months. You're going to see some things happen. We're going to go in and we're going to reevaluate it and move on, to make a long story short. I'll just tell you what happened to some people. Some people got, some funding for $20,000. And the next time they went in at about the 6-month mark, they got funding for $103,000. You're going to get all the testimonies. I'm going to send you guys out all the videos. You'll be able to see it for yourself. Matter of fact, on Saturday, there's something really special going on that you'll be able to streamline live. The presentations, because people are coming on board. It's going to teach options trading and just a slew of stuff. Okay. So it's going to be really absolutely phenomenal. What will we pay after the 6 months is up? Hopefully you're just going to be living off of your residual and don't have to make any type of investment. And like I said, that's the worst case scenario, Karen. To make a long story short, you may not, it depends on you. When you see the whole picture, you'll fully understand. But let me ask anybody have any type of retirement plan? Any type of retirement plan? Anybody have any type of retirement? Dana, can you pay $100 a week? Donna, let's talk. Make a long story short, give me a call. Let's talk about it. And then, because you're going to be actually making these investments yourself, and I think there's a way that you could possibly work something like out. But let's just talk, and I'll let you see the big picture of what's going on here. Okay. All right. Okay, some people have IRAs, stocks, bonds, 401ks. I see private plans. I see Social Security. Don't scare me. Okay. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, let me be very clear about this. And I'm very upfront and honest. In order for me to be able to, I love this Jamaican proverb, save money so one day money will save you. And at one time, like I said, when I was going through my divorce and when I experienced when the collapse of my real estate, etc., luckily I had, stocks, bonds, insurance policies, and all that kind of stuff, even a college fund for my kids. I had the cash and all that so I can buy my house free and clear. So literally, just like you, ladies and gentlemen, many of you are a head step of me, but literally, this is what I'm building right now is my retirement plan. That's why it's absolutely phenomenal. But my goal, my own personal goal is in 18 months, I'll be the way I have things set up and planned, in 18 months, I'll be where I'm at. I will have $1 million. Okay? That's how I roll. If you want to come join me and do it in 18 months, you're welcome to do that. Okay? And that's basically what Dana is doing. They're just copying my plan and my program. They're following suit. They're not pass and go. They're not collecting $200. Okay, they are literally following the system, and that's how we're all going to get to the top. Oh God, it's so phenomenal and so miraculous. You're going to enjoy it. Okay, so Any more questions? Let me see if I answered. No, that's right. Okay, let me make sure I answered all questions. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, speak now, forever hold your peace. We've been on it for almost 2 hours. I'm good and done. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, hi Sharon. How you doing? Sharon is doing absolutely phenomenal, and I'm just so proud of her. And I can't wait to share some more things with you guys. Yes, Mary, it is. Okay, let me hold on. Let me see. Mary asked a question. Is this the money we will be investing? Approximately. Actually, be very honest with you, Mary. It's less than that. But my theory is if you can't invest the $500, then you just want to maybe try again next time. So I just put that figure out there. But everything accumulative comes out to about $500. And like I said, it's not coming to me. It's just the investing into these programs. Okay. Is that making sense to everybody? Okay. I'm going to leave you with this, ladies and gentlemen. One of the things that I wrote in my book, Dynamic Diva Dollars. Oh, those of you who decide to come in, you will get a copy of, I think I only have one Dynamic Diva Dollars left. You will get a copy of the book because a lot of what we are going to be doing is in the book. Now, a lot of it is just a framework for skeleton. A lot of it has changed significantly as far as real estate investing, etc. But you get a basic, foundation of what's going on. What info do we need to send you? Okay, I put it in the box below, and I put my email address. Can you look at the box below? I put in it where it says einnovations@gmail.com. Anybody see that? Okay, let me open up. Let me open up. Okay, let me put it here. Anybody can see this here? Okay, let me go down. Okay, no, we don't want to do that. Hold on. Okay, here's my email address, innovations. Okay, and that's you're gonna send the email there. I don't need your name and your telephone number. Best time to talk, and that is when I mean to talk. I'm talking Friday, and mostly I'm talking Friday because I want you guys that participate. I want you on the stream live on Saturday. Oh, actually, no, the stream live is not going to be this Saturday. It's going to be 2 weeks from now. Now think about it. Okay, Friday and Saturday, I'm going to focus on, and keep in mind, get in as soon as you can because, like I said, I'm looking for 5 people. I'm going to actually build underneath you guys. I'm going to get you guys set up, and I'm going to help you build, and get things rocking and rolling and going. Okay. Yes, you're going to learn internet marketing, social media marketing, all that kind of wonderful stuff. You got to do it. That's the new way of doing business. It's online, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. All right. So that's all you need to do. Name a number. And yes, Elon, I'm in. I am in. And I am making a personal commitment of 500 per month. Boy, man, I wish you guys. Well, not really. I like me. And what I mean by that is that I wish somebody had given me this opportunity that was literally going to take me by the hand and personally talk to me to help me get to the next level. Trust me, I paid these people. I paid in the oodles tens of thousands of dollars to work with people. I average, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, $15,000 to $20,000 a year just on education, financial education, business education, etc. My attorney, I'm not my attorney, my tax person reminds me, but that's what it's all about. That's what it truly is all about. Okay. All right. So that's basically it, ladies and gentlemen. Speak now, forever hold your peace. I enjoyed this conversation with each and every one of you. I'm so excited for all the people who are already on board. I do want all the people who are already on board. I want you to send me an email also, only because I want to make sure that I talk to you about some things because I want to talk to everybody on a daily basis until we get everything truly lined up and everybody is secure and we got things rocking and rolling. Okay. You learn while you earn, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it's all about, and that's the best way to learn. Because once you start making money, money's a major motivator. You are going to get this. That's how I got that real estate. Seen them checks coming in for 400,000, 100,000, 600,000. Oh, I learned with a quickness. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see here. Are we good? Are we good? Okay, first thing in the morning. Avion's first thing in the morning, you and me, okay? Because I want to answer your question in particular, okay? Because I was really able to explain it to Dana, and he's doing phenomenal, okay? So you really truly get the vision. All right, wonderful. Okay, everybody, love you. Good speaking with you, everybody. Listen, spread the love, ladies and gentlemen, by spreading the word, and you will spread the wealth. Everybody, I will see the top, over the top, and more importantly, ching ching, I will see you at the bank. Bye-bye for now.